Primary tower only chimps, with no tier 5s at all throughout the entire run. Starting off with a 011 boomerang, we're going to go up to a 022 very soon here, because this circle here is really good for when the boomerang throws its boomerangs around. We're going to get several turbocharges throughout this run, but we need to think about something else as well, which are the DDTs. And the only way which we can decamify balloons with primary towers is with embrittlement. Nothing else can help us out here when it comes to removing the camo property off of camo balloons. I don't trust that one embrittlement will be enough at the front here, so I'm going to get 2 embrittlements at the front, so that hopefully for rounds like 95 and 99 we can decamify every single DDT that the round presents itself with. We're also going to get enhanced freeze and a deep freeze so that we can actually freeze more balloons. And because it syncs up very well with the the red hot rings, well, the boomerang's not going to have a tough time popping frozen balloons, let's just say that. I would like to fit 3 embrittlements in, but there's still a small problem of camo whites, which we can't deal with that easily. So that's why we're going to go with a spiker pot with enhanced eyesight, but we're going to get juggernaut as well, so that lead balloons are not a problem as well. Even though this thing can pop leads, I still like to have another means of being able to pop camo leads. Also, top path Dark Monkey is really good on this map if you have it placed down in here where there's lots of line of sight blockers, because all those juggernaut balls ever do is just bounce around the entire lava pool here, and it just, well, it's essentially you're going to run out of piers, or it's going to run out of projectile time on the field, and the only way you could possibly escape from the map is either up here or down here. No thank you, we're going to go through with this. Ice shards next. Sulfur Springs, I believe, is one of the easier intermediate maps throughout all of the intermediate maps in the game. So yeah, this is definitely on the other end of the scale than, let's say, Polyphemus, which is honestly, it's actual AIDS, honestly. How can you call that thing an intermediate map where there's only like less than 30 2 megapops done on that map, whereas like maps like Cornfield, which are advanced, have so many more 2 megapops on that map in comparison to Polyphemus. Honestly, we need an enhanced arm, a bionic arm with boomerang, so we can get through this Moab layer. Yeah, just like that. I was a bit worried there, but the next time around when we have a Moab, there's going to be a surprise in store when it comes to the Moab glue. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I don't care. The entire purpose of a Juggernaut here is so that it can chip down the camo zebras or the camo white layers, so that the embrittlements can do their work when it comes to both freezing them, but also decamifying them. So with the Moab glue, we're going to just stick with the 023 rather than going 024 for the moment, because I do want to think about turbocharge, but also a bottom path boomerang as well. I'm not thinking about any tack shooters, unfortunately, for any tack shooter enthusiasts within the comments section. I know how much some people love tack shooters, but I don't think they're going to be that optimal for this map. Like, I could have some down here, but I'm thinking about middle path Dark Monkeys for that particular part. But we'll clean up for the round 100, basically. And some around 98 as well. Let's see, the first one here. Yeah, well, that one goes down just nice. And now we're going to get ourselves another kind of boomerang, a Moab press, so that it pairs very well with the Moab glue, so that it both slows down and gets knocked back. The other great thing about embrittlement is that any balloons which are given the brittle status receives more damage from attacks, so that in itself is a very good buff to that. But also, we're going to utilize glue strike as well, because it means that any frozen balloons can be targeted by a sharp projectile. So let's say middle path Dark Monkey here, and they still are able to be popped while under the influence of the glue strike. Let's see about a top path glue gunner, which barely ever appears on the channel because it's just not a very good tower for, let's say, any kind of achievement hunting. Like, you would barely ever use this top path glue gunner or any glue gunner in general to get an achievement. Like, a glue storm is only really viable for more damage and also for the fact that, well, any struck targets can be hit by any kind of attack, so your energy attacks can actually be somewhat useful. Okay, round 63, a bunch of ceramics. They all get dealt up quite easily with the brittle status from the abritament ice towers and from our attacks from the boomerangs here. The boomerangs are honestly some of my favorite primary towers, honestly. I want to freeze the water up here so that I can put more boomerang towers in, but I also want to get ourselves a recursive cluster at some point. Mainly a 204, so that if we hit a target over here, it also is able to hit targets down here and over here. It's got itself some widespread attack every second time it launches a bomb against the enemy. But first I do want a snowstorm so that we do have a little bit of map speed control when it comes to ceramics. I always feel that a lot safer with the middle path ice tower to go with cold snap, just so that we can actually affect DDTs when we use the snowstorm ability. And even though it only freezes it for a very small brief of time, that bit of brief of time where it's not moving much is pretty nice to have, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to get 3 of these so we can freeze the entirety of all of this, but also we have a lot of movement speed control. Round 75 can sometimes be very tricky because of the clumped up BFBs, but we seem to be doing very well in this round. Let's see, round 76 coming up. And let's use both turbochargers so we can get through the round here. And that is a pretty easy round 76. With only primary towers. No tier 5s. Look, upgraded restricted. Sorry, upgrade restrictive. We've got cluster bombs here, then we're going to go with recursive cluster. And once we get recursive cluster, then we have even more means of widespread damage. We will go with relentless glue at some point, but not quite yet. Let's see, purples, upcoming with the camo ceramics. Yeah, I always prefer to just have 2 of these just for a little bit of insurance policy. Like this freezes them up here, this freezes them down there. If they manage to orbit around, then they have another chance of being decamified. It's mainly the decamified part, which is why I've got embrittlements, but it's also for the plus. It's the additional damage I like. I love more damage. That's a lot of damage. ZOMG inbound. And with that, a big old target to try and take down. Let's see. Turbocharge just instantly wipes them. A while ago I did an all pops challenge, but rather than going with permacharge, which would be the obvious choice to go with when it comes to the boomerang in general, I just stuck with the turbocharge. And rather than getting homeland defense for it, I got ultra boost for it. Like, it was the path you wouldn't want to take, honestly, but I felt like I really want to do this because this is quite memey and stupid, but I'm in this for the stupid challenges and not for the obvious choice, because the obvious choice is boring. If it can be done with the stupid choice, I'll go with the stupid choice, even if my sanity goes down the drain. Mostly. Not all of it, but just mostly. Still not enough Pierce to give us worries here. Our ice towers at the front here are doing splendid work to ensure that they don't get past, really. Obviously, the Merv Glute's doing a lot of work here, even though its damage is 0. It is entirely support. This is one of the best towers to use for 2 megapop support. Although I'm mentioning that here because this is not a 2 megapops. This is just doing a fun little scenario on an intermediate map that could also be considered as a beginner map because it's Sulfur Springs and Ninja Kiwi spelled sulfur without the P. You always spell sulfur with the P, okay? Is it a New Zealandish vein? I'm not too sure. I'm a tad concerned about some ceramic cleanup, so that's why I'm going to get myself a glaive ricochet for the back of the map here, just so that we're able to have that means of being able to clear up ceramics whenever they come along down here. I'm not overly concerned about Moabs, just saying that out loud. But these ZMGs, okay, maybe this is going to cause us some Pierce issues? No? Ah, pretty neat. Okay, glaive ricochet and then more glaives. Because no one's gonna say no to even more glaives. Round 89, a bunch of fortified balloons here, but nothing to worry about. Especially when Juggernaut does better damage against ceramics and fortified balloons. Which obviously you would pursue the Ultra Juggernaut for even more damage. Gash a lot of damage. Round 90. Let's see now. When they go from blue to yellow, we know they are decamouflaged just like that. And they are susceptible to any kind of attack as long as it can actually pop a lead balloon there. Actually, speaking of, I should think about our middle path glue gunner here, because we have not yet got that, and it will be a bit concerning if I don't get one, so that our dart monkeys at the back can actually attack DDTs. Oh, they're starting to make their way down here, but they've got to make another loop around here, which is very beneficial for us, but I prefer them to be within the confines of our Embritterment ice towers. Thank you very much. Blue Strike is here, so we don't have to worry about DDTs evading damage. And with a combination of Snowstorm, it means that, well, they can be frozen and also still take damage, because it's any source of damage while it lasts. So, piece of cake, really. I'm hoping so anyways. Round 93. Let's see. Let's initiate a Snowstorm, actually, so that our embritterments have more chances of decamoufying the DETs. And there they go. All the DTs done and dealt with. We do need more turbocharge, so after this snowstorm here, we're going to go with that. I kind of wish I had my Glaives boomerang over here instead, so that it has more of a chance of doing some cleanup. But you know what? We'll stick with this path here, because this is the one that I have taken throughout this journey. Okay, let's do a blue strike. Slow down the ceramics and enable them to receive more damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, there goes that. And yeah, they're going to make their way around, so I'm not too worried whatsoever. Our beloved recursive cluster here is doing a bit of work, actually. We've got that, we've got that. Oh, well, Moab presses are doing more damage than the turbochargers. And round 95, a very special round because of the amount of DDTs that spawn out, which is an annoying amount. An annoying amount. Something amount, anyways. It's going to amount to an incredible amount of annoyance. Okay. Can we do this, though? That is the question. Okay, freeze them once. Freeze them again. Gonna use the glue strike here. And Super Monkey? Super Monkey Fan Club? Oh no. Oh no. I feel like we need a third snowstorm, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go with a third snowstorm so that we have an extra chance of decamoufying and slowing them down. Okay, they're all decamofied. Gee, yes! All of the DTs are gone! I don't need to worry about those pesky DDTs anymore. Any lingering ceramics will be dealt with by our remaining towers. Mainly our Glove and our recursive cluster there. Thank you, Larry Watch. But we still got the rest of these rounds to try and deal with. I haven't had like any off-topic discussions to talk about because I've been mainly focusing on the challenge ahead of me, which is Sulfur Springs, primary chimps only, no tier 5 towers. Can we do it? I believe we can. Do you believe I can? If you don't, then honestly I don't blame you, to be honest, but still have a little bit of faith in me, please. And if you do like this scenario, then please be sure to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Perhaps I'll do support tower only, military tower only, magic tower only. There's no such thing as magic. Do you think there's such a thing as magic? Magical? Okay, what am I thinking of now? I'm thinking of more turbochargers, to be honest, because that's going to give us the damage that we need for the short span of time in which it's operational. So we're going to go with one here. We're going to go with one over here, actually. Round 97 is soon to be cleared up. I just realized we don't have relentless glue. We should fix that. We should fix that as soon as we get some money. As soon as you start popping, I'm going to have an even more better form of Moab glue in the name of Relentless. Okay, so round 98. Such a bugger of a round to try and get through, honestly. They just love to just spawn out so many balloons to try for us to handle, encounter, tackle, something along those lines. But we're doing very well, even though we used up all of our turbocharge abilities. Let us use Snowstorm to slow them down just a little bit. Okay, they're making their way quite far into the track here, which is, well, not planned anyways, but it's happening. It's just goddamn diggly happening. Kind of like Ned Flanders. Okie dokie doo. Use that again. Glue strike. I don't want to use it just yet, but I feel like we do need to use that at some point. Okay, we're going to use that now, and then the Super Monkey Fan Club. Oh, but they're making their way very far along the track. Oh, come on, my glues, do work. I command you to destroy the balloons. No, they're making their way too far along the track, and I have to freeze them. Freeze. Everybody freeze, please. No, they're making their way too far on the track. Lucky the Moglos can actually handle them. Hopefully. No, I'm going to use another snowstorm. Don't go through, please. Thank you very much. Round 99. Goodness sakes, fortified DETs. I hate y'all. Nope, they are too tough for us, so we need to... Super Monkey Fan Club? Nah. We need to think of something else here. Our turbochargers are not arriving back on time. There we go. That's the last fortified DT down. Lovely. Now round 100. Oh, what are we thinking about this one? I'm thinking of more turbochargers. Here we go. Let's just unleash all of them that we have to do as much damage as we physically possibly can. I wish we had Blue Strike at the ready, to be honest, because we can do bonus damage. Okay, which one is available? I've forgotten which one now. Oh, it's you. Yeah, we'll use it now, because why not? Green, are you able to be applied? I saw you being applied earlier. Okay, let's just unleash those ones as well. Are the Clue Strikes already ended? I should have gone bottom path, to be honest, honestly. So the glue lasts for a bit longer on the bad. BAD, smells bad. Okay. Use that ability right there to do more damage. It's always about the damage. Okay. Use that. Excellent. We caught the DDTs there. Excellent. Just the remaining balloons here to deal with, and we have completed this scenario. They're not going to get past. They are not going to get past Blue Strike, the rest of them. And there it is, folks. With 300,000 damage, from our one bomb tower. That just goes to show how much potential this tower has, honestly. So this is our start, but honestly, when it comes to dealing with the Moabs themselves, the amount of damage that these things can churn out, turbochargers are one of the best tier 4 primary towers I think there is ever in the game. But we have our special thanks to the Embrittlement Ice Monkey towers, which very close actually to our recursive cluster bomb tower here. Like, for those two together, more damage than that. This obviously done a lot when it comes to slowing down Merle class balloons. This done a little bit as well. Like, this is mainly there for clearing up ceramics which kind of made their way over here, but didn't honestly see too much of them. Our Moab presses also have done a big amount of damage here, like especially this one because it's closest to the front part of the track here. But yeah, all of these towers have done wonders in their own ways. Couldn't put down any more of the Dark Monkeys here, otherwise the Super Monkey Fan Club wouldn't benefit all of them because it includes 10 towers, but it itself is also one of the 10 towers. So we can only benefit 9 other Dark Monkeys on the field. But I feel like this was a kind of a neat gimmick for the back of the map here. And if you pair it with Glue Strike, it means that DTs can then be susceptible to sharp base attacks. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below. And yeah, Sulfur Springs, I really like this map. It's also really good if you're a fan of the top half mortar, because you've got all these circles to try and manipulate with your big booms. And we love big booms. We love explosions. If you like explosions, then hit me up with an explosive usage of my creator support code whenever you are shopping for anything in the Balloons Tower Defense 6 shop, including if you are struggling with anything within the game aside Chimps Double Cash Mode, or if you're looking for some more monkey knowledge points for those particular few last monkey knowledge points that you want to unlock but don't have quite enough monkey knowledge points, then that is the way forward. If you're looking for some tier 4 instas, and these are there as well. Very periodically you can get tier 5 insta monkey packs, but that's like only very periodically. Also for race passes, or if you're not there when it comes to the levels, map editor unlock also through the shop. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves, everybody. Elite Lich Polyphemus, you can go to hell.